Black women are more loyal than black men. Straight up. I'm talking about to our race. Black women are more loyal than black men. Black women are more loyal than black men.
Mix and the fusion of culture comes a lot of differences. I'm going to point out a few things, a few problems, in quote, living with a white man. Let's start with finances. If you're very used to relationships where on your birthday you're spoiled rotten, bought expensive presents, and then you decide to stroll into a relationship with your average white man, your birthday would typically look something like this. Your boyfriend or husband will present you with a box this small and a piece of paper. And you're thinking, well, they say the best things come in small packages.
Men are generally scared of black women.
The black man loves that white woman. Black women are more loyal than black men. Straight up.
Yeah, he put a ring on it.
Let's learn about how it happened.
Black women are more loyal than black men. Straight up.
Men are generally scared of black women.
Black women are more loyal than black men. Straight up.
Yeah, he put a ring on it.
Let's learn about how it happened.
Black women are more loyal than black men. Straight up. The black man loves that white.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah Hakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom Lavaquarium, that's peace to the elect. Shalom to the families that's following sincerity as well. Kind of going in this raw on a part 2 of this video with the captain and more of his craziness, you know, through his doctrine, things that he's spewing out his mouth. And again, you know, the last video I kind of went in on it, what he was going into, what he was talking about. I have no idea why he's so concerned with who's more loyal in a race of people that is already destroyed. But he's concerned with the black woman being more loyal. Okay, and as I brought out before, see, the eligible so-called black man, you know, when a woman says there's not enough eligible men, she's not talking about someone who has another wife, okay? She's talking about someone who can't provide, okay? And this is why I put the clip in there with the other woman saying that black men are scared of black women. They're not scared of the black woman. The black man has been demoted in himself as a species, okay, to where this man and his system has uplifted the weaker vessel and have taken the ability for the stronger vessel to provide and do what he's supposed to do as a man, or at least make it harder, okay? So you can be a man and you can be surviving and you can be doing pretty good, but then you have a woman that's uplifted making $90,000 a year, you're only making $50,000 a year. Who is she going to respect? The only thing women respect is the dollars, the money, and the power. And the more money Brother Polight, Captain Tazariak, and these hustlers come into and swindle, the more women will be attracted. The more wives will flock. I'm out, you know, in my business, you know, doing what I do to make money, okay? And, you know, I work with various other people, and I hear a lot of women or see women who ask questions about, you know, because everybody's trying to find themselves, Okay? And you'll have these men that'll sit here, and their goal is to enchant these women, okay, and persuade them to come into to their doctrine, pay the tithes, get paid, possibly get a wife. We've seen this with IUIC too. These hustlers are using the truth to make money. And why am I going there with this topic? Because it's not relevant, okay? The black man going to the white woman, and the black woman going to the white man. Our only concern is to wake up the elect, you know? I'm not going to be here arguing about who goes to who, and nor do I care. The only thing we care about at Great Millstone that we go into is the elect. But since we're going into this business with the woman, you know, this is why we're going into the topic with the woman. Now, going to this woman, she said, the woman in the beginning of the clip, she said her the problem with white men and her finances, or with the finances, is, I saw a little of the video. He brings her a coin and write a paper or note saying this is what we had when we met. Women deal with fantasy. Fantasy goes back to romance. And so if a man is in power, and we know what men are in power today, they are able to produce and provide the so-called fantasy and romance, okay? And the woman today is still not happy, okay, the black woman. If she was happy, she would not have to promote herself all over YouTube explaining somebody putting a ring on her finger. I thought that was just supposed to be natural, according to the world. But somehow, it has to be promoted, it has to be televised, that this man, this is the desperation. Hey, this man put a ring on my finger. They don't care who it is, just as long as they put it on their finger. And that ring, you know, is saying ownership. Okay? Not him owning, but the woman owning, because this woman is in power. I find it quite funny now, when the so-called black man was in power, you had nothing but hundreds and thousands of women across the country, millions of women looking and fighting to get married. The mother was ready to send them off to get married. I remember that as a young man. I remember the mother pushing the woman to get married to a so-called black man. But when the black man lost his power, lost his edge or his step, okay, now he's not the breadwinner anymore. You don't see mothers pushing their little daughters to go get marry a so-called black man. All of a sudden, he's a bum. He's not eligible. This is the wickedness I'm talking about. And then you have guys like this, Captain Desariac, who claims that when you go into it, there's women that take men to child support and they do all these wicked things to show power. Well, no wonder they go after the goddamn white woman. You had Michael Jordan, arguably the most famous or the most popular or the greatest basketball player of all times, who gets a divorce. He goes, I guess, to a white woman, okay? And then you got these guys that's sitting up there uplifting a black woman to strain and strangle more money out of them. And really what they're using is this black conscious, this black power, okay, movement, okay, to get more money out of the woman. And what the woman is doing is is uplifting the woman further than what she already is. They're not being held accountable for anything they're doing. None of these Israelites these other groups are sitting up there saying, well, wait a minute, you black women are out of order. I'm not concerned with anything else but, you getting your ass in order. You're off. Anyway, Sirach 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. We know the stories of the Bible. Okay? Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. What more do we got to say? What more do we got to say, man? And if these so-called black men are not loyal to their race, it's because somebody has failed them, right? Remember, we're living in Babylon. We're living in a place and in a time where everybody messes with everybody. same race, different races, same sex, everything. Animals are allowed to get married. I mean, things is crazy. But this is what Captain Tazariak is concerned with. He's concerned with the black woman and her ability to stay more loyal and faithful to the, you black woman that's even listening to that, you can't see this as a hoax. And when it happened, the black woman will look at it and say, yep, he's right. All you got to do is uplift. Look at Brother Polight. All he had to do was uplift the black woman, which they're really ingenious in the sense. It's just that I can see through it and other brothers see through it. It's a genius move. Say some good things to the black woman, make her feel good. And we know the old school saying, you know, things are going to happen for you. You know? Jeremiah 4:30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, right? Though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with paintings, we will see Israelite women do this, right? In vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. Okay? Hey, the Bible says it all. Who is the black woman's lovers? That's not hard to figure it out. And he goes on to say that the black woman is the most loyal. When the black woman took that Section 8, she took those food stamps, which in a sense nothing is wrong with that if you're going to use it for your children like you're supposed to, and if you have a man that you might need to help and uplift and help him so he can get on his feet, that would be acceptable. What is not acceptable is these women, when they took the payoff, they start saying, nigga, we don't need you no more. We don't need you no more, which proves they're the weaker vessel. Women are going to go where the power is. So, with that being said, who is more loyal? Is that loyal? Are you in bed with this man if you take everything he has to offer and throw your men aside? But you don't see us making videos and crying about there's not enough eligible black women, though. You don't see us do that. There's no need for us to do that. Because no matter what this man tried to do by demoting our species of men, the Most High in Isaiah 13:11 said he's going to make man more precious than fine gold. What is that saying? The men of the Lord are going to have the answers. So we're not to worry about every black man and what him wanting white woman. Look, if you're a two-thirder, that's good for you. You should have some form of peace. You know? Look, some black men anyway, he said they love white women. No, the black man, the real men love quietness. They love peace. They love a quiet woman, okay? A woman that shows some form of virtuosity, okay? So some virtual behavior, you know? I mean, nobody, our women isn't perfect right now. We understand that. But you will want some woman to have some quietness with her, okay? Loving woman. And there will be some that's like that, okay? Anyway, I don't have anything else to say on it. I just want to make a quick, short commentary. At the end of the day, I really don't care. I'm not concerned with the black man messing with the white woman, okay? Or even the black woman mess with the white man, At the end of it all, the black man is going to carry the seed, and no matter who he mess with, that's who's going to come out of that father. There's examples in the scriptures. We can go through the scriptures. It was the fathers that carried the seed. So why is he so concerned about the black woman? She doesn't carry the seed. Only the father does. So no matter what woman this man mess with, which you can mess with other nations, except marrying them. You're not supposed to make a covenant or you know, make a contract with them, so to speak. So, does it matter? No. The man is the one that carries the seed, and that's all that matters, because when that baby comes out, it's going to be an Israelite child, okay? And to the ones who's 2/3, our job is still to teach you. You're not supposed to marry into those other nations. But if they're the 2/3 and they're doing their thing, they're doing their thing. I'm not concerned about it. Anyway, that's all I have on that, man. You know, this guy, you know, he's an enchanter. That's all I have on that. Shalom.